When we worry, we are focusing on emotional pain, and that is why it does not feel good. Stress is one of the biggest problems that humans face in the modern era. When we worry, we feel as if the universe has gone against us and that we're up against something that we cannot understand or even hope to beat. In a way, humans become complacent to pain and stress that is in their lives. We choose to live with it because we cannot fathom it completely. There are times, even when everything is going good, that you are still stressed out. Stress, worrying, and emotional suffering is not okay to live with constantly. Instead, we need to take it for what it is, a bodily design that alarms us into changing our lives. Our bodies have systems that interface with us and tell us when something is not right or favorable in our lives. For instance, when you break your arm, there is pain because it's not right. These limbic alarms can also function in the same way for other ethereal pains such as fear, suffering, heartbreak, and worrying. If we are stressed out over something, it is because it needs to be dealt with and fixed. In essence, you do not stop worrying, but you face the situation head on that is causing you to worry. Oftentimes, there's a powerlessness associated with these feelings, and this can lead to an already bad situation becoming worse. Stressing and worrying about something never does any good. It is only helping to manifest more stress into your life. The key to fixing how affected you are by stress is dependent on how willing you are to not worry yourself into a frenzy. In other words, facing your problems head on is a surefire way to reduce the amount of worrying you will encounter. This is a vibrational-based universe. By this design, vibrations are attracted to one another by matching vibrations. The vibration of worrying, which is focused on the problem, is not the vibrational match to the solution. Therefore, it creates more worrying. We cannot be on the same frequency as the solution and be focusing on the problem. Oftentimes, people use their reaction of worrying to focus themselves and work on a solution. But regardless of if the solution was found or not, there is still an emotional drag that comes with worried thoughts. It is much more efficient to focus on positively finding a solution through calm and focused desire. Worrying and stress is a situation that manifests from trying to succeed at something. Positive thinking, planning, and willpower are also vibrationally able to find a solution. Use emotions such as worry, shame, guilt, and fear as an alarm for yourself. When you feel these emotions, it needs to be understood that something is not right, and the only way to fix it is to admit that there is a problem and resolve it cool-headedly. Worrying allows us to interact and mentally experience the worst-case scenario before we physically go through it. Actively releasing stress and resistance in our lives is one way to counteract the effects of stress. Worrying only vibrationally manifests more worried thoughts. It is important that we take the unwanted emotions we have, we acknowledge them, and understand why we might be feeling that way. There has to be a pure focus on the positive and the solution to attract it into your life. Hyper-focus on the worst-case scenario does not prepare you for it. It attracts more hectic behavior and issues that manifest more stress for you. This does nothing for anybody besides allow them to not be able to focus on all the abundance that is in their lives. If you want to stop worrying about things, there needs to be an effort on your part to not need an answer immediately. Patience is a tool that can be used to help you slow down and assess situations so they benefit you and others around you. Patience is a tool that can negate worrying because it allows your mind to look at the possibilities that can come forth in an analytical way, devoid of emotion. From these possibilities that you have glimpsed, you can then pick out one that suits you and the vibration you are trying to match with. Sometimes the best fix for over-worrying is the truth. It is important to understand that not everything can be done and that there is no way to mess up your life. People that are chronic worriers are often obsessed with getting things done and getting things done right. But universally, there is no right or wrong, so you cannot get something wrong if there is no right or wrong. Nothing can be done either. As soon as you expand your mind to finish one goal, Your expansion has given rise to new thoughts, ideas, creations, and feelings, and all these dictate what your next step is. When you have new desires, you have new things to do. This is why it is important that you do not keep yourself occupied with worry. It is not about reaching the finish line. It's not about getting things done. It is about the experience and enjoyment of constantly moving towards your goal. Those of us that worry often feel there's no security. Certainty and safety is a basic human need. Because we have trouble with providing ourselves with certainty, we struggle with uncertainty and cannot stand it. To chronic worriers, it seems that worrying is the best way to get a grip on potentially unpleasant outcomes and prepare for them. Thinking about the bad things that could potentially happen do not make you safer, even if you feel that way. It is just an illusion. Worrying is not equivalent to control. Focusing on the worst case scenario does not keep bad things from happening. Instead, they take away your enjoyment of the now. What you are focused on is what is manifested and attracted to you. As simple as it sounds, it is the truth. It becomes muscle memory for a lot of people to be in situations and their response is to worry. To change how you think, feel, and what you manifest in your life, you actively have to change the way you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to my page. If you have any helpful tips about how to deal with worrying, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, have a great day.